Now what are these guys doing over here? Is that a nightlight I see? Is he trying to boost for a nuke? I don't think so, buddy, not in this lobby. What up, guys? ShadyCash here, bringing you another commentary, and I guess some things, they just don't change no matter what system you're playing on. Showing my PS3 some love this time around with some gameplay I grabbed from that the other day. This video kinda marks a milestone for me. I just recently reached 300 subscribers on YouTube and also had one of my videos break 2,000 views, and I just like to take a moment and say, thanks to everybody for watching my videos, and thanks to everybody who's put me in their sub box. I know a lot of the views I've gotten are from, being in those sub boxes. And yeah, I definitely have a blast doing the YouTube thing. Probably have more fun actually posting these matches than I do playing them anymore. So a big part of the reason for that is just how cool the community is and some of the really cool people that I've met on here and everything like that. Makes it fun to post these videos and everything, and I look forward to seeing comments on them and seeing what you guys have to say and everything like that. So yeah, just thanks again to everybody for supporting me on here and watching my videos and everything. And I'd also like to take a moment to give a big thank you to Ravenous Kells. I owe her a debt of gratitude. She made my new background. If you're watching this on my page, you may have noticed it, and also made me a profile picture. And I'm just loving my new background. I love the fonts that were used, the pictures of ghosts, the color scheme and everything is just sick. I love how my text is easy to read. The information for my videos and everything like that is easy on the eyes. So yeah, definitely way beyond the spectrum of what I expected, and I'm sure it probably took her a little while, and I just like to say, thank you. I'm sure, she had a million other things to do, and it's way cool that she took some time to do that for me. So, the Call of Duty beta starts on July 14th, and there's still time to sign up for it if you haven't already. 2 million users already have, and that happened in less than the 2 weeks that it was available. Reportedly, the paid subscription portion represents only 10% of the elite content, and from what I'm hearing is that if you are on the paid subscription portion, along with having some different playlists and additional stat tracking, it's also going to offer free DLC. So like if you're a member of the paid subscription portion, any of the map packs or anything that are released for Modern Warfare 3 will be free to you, whereas everybody will have to pay the 1,200 points or whatever they're charging. Hopefully it doesn't go up from that. But yeah. And then Bungie's celebrating their 20-year anniversary. It goes from June 23rd to Bungie Day on July 7th. And yeah, in case you're wondering, Bungie is cool enough to have their own holiday. Check Hallmark. During this time, Bungie stated they will be revealing what Bungie Aerospace is. Bungie Aerospace was incorporated at the end of April by 2 Bungie executives. The company then pretty much immediately filed for a trademark on the name Crimson, which is described as a computer game software downloadable from a global computer network. Now, I find it interesting that right about the time they were filing for that trademark, they released an app for the iOS. So, does that mean that Bungie's next game will be played on cell phones? Quite possibly, but I've also been hearing that they're going to be doing a game in the steampunk world, so, it could definitely be an extension of that or something. I'm really looking forward to hearing the announcement on this. Battlefield 3 came into some controversy this week when EA announced that it was giving an extra incentive to pre-order the game by giving people who pre-order it access to what's called the Physical Warfare Pack. Now, this is going to include exclusive powerful weapons and attachments for weapons and things like that, and something called the Back to Karkand map pack, which basically delivers 4 recreated Battlefield 2 maps. Now, if you don't pre-order or purchase the limited edition, you're going to have to pay extra for this content. Now, a lot of people on the internet are kind of upset about this because in doing this, EA is giving players who pre-order kind of an unfair advantage on top of charging for maps that are available on day one. Now, I know when map packs are released that usually they've probably been done long before the game was even released, but It's one thing to know that and get a map pack 2 months into a game's release when you're looking for more life out of that game, and another thing to have a map pack available on day one that's free to some people and not to the others. Now, it's not DICE that's deciding to do this. This is, a publisher thing, so EA's behind, just like Activision's behind setting the prices on the map packs. EA's behind deciding what to do when it comes to stuff like this, so, hopefully nobody gets mad at DICE about it or anything like that, because there's really not too much they can do in that situation. So I don't know if any of you guys out there pre-ordered Duke Nukem Forever, but I did, and when I did, I got on the First Access Club, and let me tell you, it was at that point that I started to get a little worried, just because the First Access Club gave you access to the demo early. Well, it was still only like 3 days before the game was released that I got to play it for the first time. And then on top of that, it was made available to the general public on the day of release. They didn't seem to really send it out to any video game magazines to review, and I haven't played the full game, so I definitely can only say my opinions based off the demo. And I mean, I guess I gotta go with, it really would have impressed me back in like 2000. It's definitely got that Duke Nukem feel, and they retained the character and everything like that. I mean, if you're looking for a game that represents what Duke Nukem was in 1995, you're gonna be blown away. I mean, it's totally Duke Nukem to the core. However, if you're looking for like an evolution of that, and for Duke Nukem to represent, like Duke Nukem today, I mean, you're going to be a little let down. And it's really hard for a game. I mean, Duke Nukem has achieved like a legendary status. It was being held up by little snags and, being handed off from development studio to development studio, and the publisher going under and different stuff like that. I mean, the game, after being on hold for basically like 15 years and people waiting for it and their expectations getting built up and built up and built up, it's going to be damn hard for the game to live up to. But even if you take all that away, it's still just underwhelmed me, definitely. Something that if it drops down to the $40 range, I will pick it up in a split second, but I don't think I can see myself spending $60 on it. Then I ran across some kind of interesting statistics on the internet the other day. I thought maybe I should share them with you guys. You might find them as interesting as I did. They're basically just some yearly stats for 2010. First one I got is there were 500 million copies of video games sold in 2010. Now, that's more than the all-time sales of every iPod and iPhone combined. The best-selling game of 2010, Call of Duty Black Ops. It did $650 million in sales its first 5 days. Broke all prior box office, book, or video games 5 days sales records. Now, the previous record holder for that was Modern Warfare 2, so that just goes to show you how popular Call of Duty is. Activision was the #1 publisher of 2010, and that's not surprising considering what Call of Duty's pulled. 30 million people subscribed to Xbox Live in 2010. That's more than Netflix and World of Warcraft combined. The top 5 most talked about games on Twitter of 2010 were Modern Warfare 2, Halo Reach, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty Black Ops, and Diablo 3. And those accounted for 53% of gaming-related tweets, which kind of nuts to me. E3 in 2010 was definitely the event that generated the most buzz as far as video game trade shows go. Now, that same year, we had Gamescom, TGS, the Tokyo Game Show, PAX, Comic-Con, and BlizzCon. And E3 generated 90,000 tweets, regarding the show. Now, all those other trade shows I mentioned only accounted for half that many, so about 450,000 total. It just goes to show you E3 definitely is relevant, and Definitely is probably the most media covered video game event, even though it is the second smallest of all of them for attendance wise. So, yep, I don't know. That's just a few stats I read that I thought you guys might be interested in. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for the commentary, guys. Like I said, thanks again to everybody for subscribing, checking out my videos, leaving your comments, leaving your opinion, on what I could do better or what I could improve on, stuff like that. Everything, I really appreciate it. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.